How are you doing?
I'm good. I just finished all my classes,
Mhm.
so I'm officially done. Life is good, yeah. And I'm leaving to Florida on the 16th, so next week Wednesday.
Okay.
Um, but I forgot about it, but my mom reminded me to like take pictures, so kind of like graduation pictures on campus before I leave.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go do that this weekend with Brang Ying. We'll take like each other's pictures.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
taking pictures, and I just realized like we I attended Redlands, but I didn't really take pictures around campus and stuff. So like it would be a little graduation pictures
Hmm.
thing. Yeah. So even though I
Yeah.
won't have like cap and gown, but I'll still have like memories like around the campus. And like
Yeah.
there are a lot of like fall leaves right now on campus, so it will be pretty.
Really pretty.
Yeah.
So everything went okay with your finals, or did you have finals or just projects or?
I had papers and everything went okay. I was waiting for one last paper that kind of like my master's paper,
Uh-huh.
and I was I couldn't say that I was done because I was still waiting for that paper to come back, for feedback.
Right.
Because I might need to, like, work on it again and things like that. But she just responded this morning that it's all good, so I'm officially done. Yeah, so that
All
happened.
right.
Um,
Oh,
yeah.
that's so great.
And I saw you guys at Yosemite. It looks really fun. Was it?
Oh, it was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry that you haven't gotten a chance to go there while you were here.
Oh,
Uh,
it's fun. I went there like a long time ago with my cousins when we were
oh,
in
you did?
Florida. Yeah,
Oh,
so
good.
we were
Good.
like my cousin and I, we all lived in Florida, and we've never been to the West Coast. So like one summer we did a road trip. So we went to like Grand Canyon and Yosemite and like San Francisco. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, so it was really nice. We went to the sequoias too. Those big trees are so pretty.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So you were saying something about what was it? Your cousins were going to come here and you were going to do a road trip.
Yeah, we canceled it because of like the cases.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and as it turns out, it would be really hard because like hotels and everything are even closing, or I don't know. I suppose if you had to stay in a hotel for an emergency, that would be available, but they've,
Yeah.
they've
No, we,
closed.
we, we canceled it like a few weeks ago, before even the shutdown. We were like, um, yeah, it doesn't look good, and we don't have to be traveling at this time. So
Right.
I'm
Right.
I'm only I'm gonna go back. They're not gonna come here anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
And then how long are you going to be in Florida?
Uh, at least till like January, and then in January, I'm hoping to like leave in January, but I also have to figure out like how the lockdowns are at home, because um even though like I flew home, like I might get stuck in Yangon because like one of my sister is stuck in Yangon because she can't go back home to Burma.
Oh,
She was because they locked down everything in like March, and then like in June they started to open back up again. So like my sister went to Yangon for like our school stuff,
uh-huh.
and then like they shut down again, so she couldn't go back. Like so they limit like town to town traveling.
Yeah.
So and there are no like buses or cars or anything. So she's been stuck there for like many months. So I don't want to like leave here and then like get stuck again in Yangon.
No.
So I have to make sure that we have flights to fly to Yangon, and then we have flights to like Burma,
Right.
domestic. Yeah.
Right. Wow. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, it'd probably be better to stay here with your family until you can actually travel there, huh?
Yeah.
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 So here's a question for you. Uh, Before you got here, when you knew you were coming, what were your expectations or your dreams? What did you want to get out of this experience? Uh, yeah.
Yeah, smart question. So even before before I was kind of like selected, they were talking about having this program. The pastors were talking about like, oh, we might send some teachers to Redlands. Um, I was I was like skeptical, kind of, like I'm not sure if I want to do this because like that means I'm like committing to this school, and like committing to staying at my hometown for a long time. So
Yeah.
all these things like were um things for me to consider, like, oh, do I want to do this? I would like a master degree because I don't think I can pay for it, myself. Uh, but so there are a lot of things to consider, and I prayed a lot about it. And the whole church community, all the pastors and the whole school community, we prayed, and Brian and I decided that you know, we will take this opportunity. So when we decided that we were coming, I was very excited to be with like a church family. And we weren't sure like where we're gonna live or anything like that at that time. Like, oh, we would live at a dorm or an apartment or a host family. Like, I wasn't sure about any of those things yet, but I was really looking forward to the church because like we have teachers and pastors have been to Redlands, and they always talk about like how nice the people are and how nice like the church family are and stuff. So we were really looking forward to be like a part of the community and also like learn from uh, the um, the university because I knew that it was a smaller university. So I was really looking forward to like the how do I say it? The familiarness, everybody being so close. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's good. So, what surprised you the most when you got here or about your experience?
Um, I think again like the smallness of the university and how like caring the staff and the faculty are. It was one of the surprising things for me because I went to a big university in Florida, and even back home, like our classrooms are always so big. Like, I grew up going to a public school and our classrooms are always in like 50 students
Oh,
or
wow.
sometimes 60, 80 students throughout like grade school. So I've never really been in like a smaller setting classroom, where I was a student. Um, I really liked, the customization of the professors and the advisors. Like almost every class, when we the first day we'll introduce ourselves and we'll tell the professor that we are from a different country and we're here to study and then go back and teach there. They all like kind of customize the syllabus and the assignments for me and Brangyin, so that it's not only for like California teachers and all like US teachers, and it's actually applicable for us. So um, and I think they can only do that because the teachers are nice and caring, and the second, the classroom sizes are small.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so glad that that was such a good experience for you
Yeah,
and that it
yeah,
worked out so well. Yeah. Yeah. Because I know that we thought about that, wondering about you coming into a program that was designed for people who would be teaching in California,
right.
you know, and wondering how they would accommodate you. So it's exciting to hear that they were so willing to accommodate you and what
Yeah.
your needs are. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and the advisors too. She was really caring on like what we're gonna do back home. So the classes we're taking here are actually like useful, and not just taking it for like credit and or to graduate. So she makes sure that we're actually taking the classes that will actually be useful for us.
Hmm. Hmm. So what did you learn, or what's something that you learned that you were really excited to go back home and implement in your school?
I have many things, and Brian also have many things. We've talked about it before, like we've shared with each other. But for me, it's the language. language learning skills and abilities, that I could bring back. Um, so I have to take a lot of like language classes in this program. And like what I'm really learning, one of the main things that I'm learning is it's really important for the students to know and like learn in their first language,
Mm.
so that they will be able to like, critically think and grow in their first language. So we can like try to teach them other languages while they're not being able to like kind of like play and have fun in their own language, like how Dr. Seuss is just, you know, Dr. Seuss having fun with words and, rhymes and these English words. So children need to be able to do that in their first language before they learn other things. So I'm really excited to go and like emphasize the Kachin language back home,
Mhm.
because like we speak Kachin, but then our like teachings are in like Burmese and in English, and we're using Kachin to like teach those languages, but we don't really like use Kachin in like teaching and learning.
Mhm.
So I'm really excited to go back and like emphasize that.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and even I know that in our country, the idea of returning to their uh, original or their family language, so that's an interesting idea to bring the emphasis back to your own the Kachin language, your
Yeah.
original language.
Yeah, so throughout different classes, that's been like the pattern that I've seen. Like, in this one class would be like about language acquisition, and then I would learn the same thing about how important the first language is, and then the other class would be in second language teaching, and then I also learn about like how important the first language is. So like that's kind of like the pattern that I've seen in most of my classes.
Hmm.
Um, so it's also been a big takeaway for me. And it will also be like a challenge for me because I'm not very good at Kachin. Kachin is like my third or fourth language. Like I'm not very good at it. So, but the children, that's their first language. So I'll also have to learn and be better in Kachin. So it will also be like something a learning experience for me.
Yeah, yeah. What language did you speak at home?
I grew up speaking Burmese.
Oh, Burmese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Wow. What is there an experience that you had here that had not necessarily even educationally, but an experience that you had here that you will that has really impacted you that will, you'll take back, you'll always remember, you know, that you think will be long lasting.
Oh, I think just the people, the kindness of like you and like my host family, Lisa and Natalie, and her family, grandma and grandpa, and all the other like people from church, and how nice and welcoming you guys have been. And right now I'm like with Jonathan and Wendy, the Pesties. I go there every day for meals, and just how like nice and welcoming everyone is, and it inspires me to like be nice to people around me too, because I would be the host, right, if I'm back home. So
Mhm.
and we'll have foreigners, we'll have guests, we have IDPs. So just to be kind and welcoming to them just as you have to me. um, I think that's one of the most inspiring things that I've seen. I always tell Lisa, like, oh, Lisa, you inspire me so much, like, just all the things that she does. So to be involved in my community, to be caring and kind, and so.
Mhm. Yeah.
And like, yeah, her opening her home to, a total stranger, like really inspiring. So, it inspires me to do the same to people in my community.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's exciting. That's good.
Mhm.
Um, so when does school start for you? Like, because you're on a different schedule, right? Um,
Mhm. So it's funny because we usually our normal school year is from June to March, and this year we've closed, so like we ended right on time, like in March, and we finished with the last school year, and then
Mhm.
we hadn't opened since then.
Oh, okay.
Usually we'll start back in June, but because of COVID, we've shut down the whole time, so we don't know when we will open back up again.
Right, right. And the children, it's not like they can do online learning, right? So have
Yeah.
they just basically missed, or what's happened with the children during this COVID time?
So the children, the teachers, everybody, the pastors are not doing online church either. So um, everybody is just staying home. And the children, like,
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
yeah, the teachers were thinking about planning some like grab and go, some materials for the students to like take home and like um, work on, so they don't forget everything that they've learned. Um, but I think the teachers are working on it. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to have a lot to do when you get back together, kind of
Yeah.
making up and all of that. Well, that you'll be back just in time for that challenge, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. We're like, let's start fresh.
that's
Yeah.
true. That's
Hmm.
true.
Yeah.
Do you anticipate that you will do some training for the other teachers with the things that you've learned?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Because the other teachers are always, they're very humble in a way, like, oh, what can I do? Like, can you show me this? Can you tell me that? Like, the environment, the atmosphere also already is, a learning community together for the teachers. So we'll be sharing and we'll be learning from each other. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, I'm so sorry that we didn't have more of an opportunity for more people to get to know you in person, with this COVID thing. And then even with Bring Ying, even less so far. I hope there'll be an opportunity where we can get to know him better before it's time for him to go back.
Yeah.
He barely got here and then boom.
Yeah.
Uh, but but it's been such an incredible pleasure to get to know you and have you be a part of our church family and all that you've contributed. I don't know that many people know. I know you were helping on Thursday nights with the children, and you've been helping even online with the children during this time. And not everybody knows that you've really been doing a lot
A
even
lot.
in the life of our church family, and we are really thankful for that. And uh, it just seems like uh, the time has flown by, and yet it seems like you're a part of our church family, like you've always been a part of our church family.
Thank you. Yeah, I do feel that way too. Yeah, I'm glad that I got to participate, in children's ministry and sometimes in worship services, like um just just to participate and not be like a guest, and really be a church of a family. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, we're really thankful for that. And is there anything you'd like to say to the congregation?
um I I can only say like thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this opportunity and thank you for like loving our church and our school and our children. I'm always thankful for all your kindness and love and your generosity.
Mhm.
Um, and we hope to, keep in touch and continue this partnership.
Yes. Yeah, that's our hope too. And we'll have to see what it looks like in the future, but I know that there is a future. And maybe once all this travel, restrictions and everything go away, and maybe we can send a group to come visit. I think
Yes, we would love that.
I
Yes.
think that would be incredible to be able to come and visit.
Mhm.
So, well, we are so thankful that you have, as I said, that you have been a part of our church family, and we will continue to pray for you. You'll continue to be part of our church family, even though you're on the other side of the world. And we want to continue hearing about what's going on with you and the work that you're doing, and any ways that we can continue to support you and what you're doing. we would like to hear about that. So we hope that you will stay in touch and let us know. So, yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.